Right now, it's 2019.
It's going to take 208 years
to close the gender equality gap in the United States.
That's this many generations, or your great-granddaughter's great-granddaughter's daughter.
The U.S. will continue to be robbed
of women's talent and ingenuity.
But why 208 years?
And what can all of us do to shorten this timeline?
Studies have shown that gender parity is fundamental to whether and how societies and economies thrive.
Every year, the World Economic Forum
measures the gender gap in countries all across the world.
Each country gets a score across 4 categories: economic participation and opportunity,
educational attainment,
health and survival,
and political empowerment.
In 2018, the United States ranked 51 out of 149 countries on this scale.
Its score has actually improved over the last dozen years in every category but one.
Health and survival. Yeah, that one.
Today, the U.S. has the worst maternal mortality rate of any country in the developed world.
Life expectancy for everyone in the U.S. has declined over the last dozen years, but the decline for women is almost 4 times more than men.
But there's good news. The U.S. has achieved gender parity across all levels of the education system.
And women earn over 2/3 of all master's degrees.
And earn over half of all doctoral degrees.
But the gender gap in the workplace hasn't seen the same shift. For every 100 men who are promoted,
only 79 women are promoted.
Only 6.6% of Fortune 500 CEOs are women.
And speaking of leadership positions,
the U.S. isn't even close to achieving gender parity in elected officials. The U.S. is 98th in our representation of women in political institutions.
Women make up less than 25% of Congress.
Over 50 countries have elected women to head of state.
Not us.
So there you have it.
But what if we could stop this statistic before it becomes a reality?
I mean, who doesn't love a good comeback story?
Iceland, we're coming for you.
So, how?
Gender equality can actually start with a conversation.
Like, how do you divide unpaid labor in your home?
At work, take action if women on your team aren't paid and promoted equitably.
Volunteer for women's political campaigns and recruit women to run for office.
Give to organizations making the world a more equitable place.
The well-being of our whole society depends on achieving gender equality.